Hi, I'm Joanna Fortune. I am a psychotherapist and author of the 15-Minute Parenting series. Social Care Ireland asked me to make some videos that would be supportive to social care workers in the very important work that you're all doing. This video is focusing on practical sensory techniques to help you to respond to the challenging behaviour in those you work with without their stress becoming your stress. Take a cotton ball and a feather. Sitting opposite a young person or a client that you're working with, invite them to close their eyes, and without peeking, they are going to guess, are you touching their face with a feather or with a cotton ball? And you repeat this as they guess. What's very important is that our focus is not on accuracy here. So if you touch with a cotton ball and the person says feather, don't stop and say, no, it was the cotton ball. Simply reflect, great guessing. That's great guessing, because you want to keep them in that calm state while they just experience the sensory touch of the feather and the cotton ball. Now put your feather to one side, and holding on to your cotton ball, you are going to play cotton ball touch. Again, you invite the person to close their eyes, and this time they simply tell you, where are you touching with the cotton ball? So it could be nose, chin, ear, shoulder, knee, elbow, fingers, forehead, cheek, and so on. Do maybe 7 to 10 of these guesses. What you're going to do next is, taking the cotton ball, simply invite the person to keep their eyes closed, but this time they don't have to think, talk, or guess. They simply have to feel. And while their eyes are closed, you are going to give them a full face massage with the cotton ball, going all around their face, nose, eyes, cheeks, chin. And the type of pressure you are going to use here is called proprioceptive touch. So it's not that light, fluffy touch, because that's quite overstimulating, and it's not going to be so hard that they're like, ouch, that's not relaxing at all. It's somewhere in the middle. Proprioceptive touch sends a message from the skin to the brain that they are safe and that they can relax. Sensory play is very, very effective at soothing and calming an anxious or frustrated young person. Another way of doing it is to take a basin and half fill it with tepid water. So not too hot, not too cold, but somewhere in the middle. Put in a squirt of washing up liquid. Don't mix it in, just squirt it in. Add a teaspoon of cinnamon, ginger, curry powder, something quite strong smelling. And then invite the young person with their hand, or give them a handheld whisk, to mix up the water. Immediately they have that sense of the warm water, the bubbles, and the smell of the cinnamon, curry, or ginger that you've added in. It is an entire sensory engagement all at once in that basin. Now suggest that they scoop the bubbles up in one hand, and that they pass it either to your hand, or if in the times we're living in it's more comfortable for you to invite them to pass the bubbles from one hand to their other hand and back over again. You could do something like a hand stack in the basin. You just literally put your hand on top of theirs while in the water. After they've had some time playing with that water basin, you're going to have a warm, fluffy towel, dry their hands for them, taking your time to do this. Have some nice scented lotion that you can apply. Again, proprioceptive deep pressure touch going up the thumb, the pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky, all around, front and back of the hands. You can also add increased nurture here by noticing any special marks. It could be freckles, it could be a little hurt or a cut that they've had, and you're going to take special care of that for them as you rub the lotion in. You can extend this by then painting their nails, and have them hold their hands like this while you lightly blow either side. You would easily get 15 to even 30 minutes of sensory nurture play from that activity. And while you're watching this, you may be thinking, that would be great with some of the teenage girls that I work with, but what about the boys? I don't think I could get them to do mani-pedis. Some of them you might, by the way, but if not, consider something like thumb wrestling. Thumb wrestling means that you link your fingers with the other person's, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. 5, 6, 7, 8. Try to keep your thumbs straight. And then you press your thumbs up against each other, and the object is that you hold their thumb down for the count of 3, or they hold yours down for the count of 3. You can do this with your dominant hand, a second round with your less dominant hand, then you cross your arms and do 2 hands at once. A little tip is to try and allow the young person to win 2 out of 3 rounds of this, so that they get that sense of, look at all I'm capable of, a boost to self-esteem and self-efficacy, which is really, really important as well. To increase the level of nurture in your thumb wrestling, I'm going to suggest you take your lotion, put some on your hands, make your hands super slippy. You might put some lotion on their hands, rub it in, make their hands super slippy, and repeat your 3 rounds of thumb wrestling, but this time with slippy hands, which increases the level of challenge because it's absolutely harder to do. But more than that, it increases the level of nurture, because what's happening is from your hand to theirs, there is a tactile transfer of lotion. For the duration of the 3 rounds of thumb wrestling, you're essentially holding hands, so that skin-to-skin touch offers a lot of sensory and nurture. Another way, though, of achieving this that I think works with both genders is to take something as simple as a packet of temporary tattoos. Take the tattoo sheet, and you're going to apply it somewhere, maybe a shoulder, maybe the back of a hand. You place it down, and you can either take a wet cotton wool piece and put the pressure and touch, or simply use your finger and rub over the tattoo on their hand. Again, you're getting some nice proprioceptive touch in there, and then you peel it off and the tattoo is there. It's a very simple, nice way of doing it. Remember, sensory play is very, very important and very effective in lowering those cortisol levels, lowering those stress hormones in the body, and increasing those happy hormones, those oxytocin levels. And skin-to-skin touch is very effective at communicating in a doing rather than saying way that you are safe, you are cared for, and you are deserving of good care, which is such an important message both for us as the workers, but also the people that we work with. Give it a go and see how you get on.